What's up everyone, my name is Cam. I'm a certified dog nutritionist and founder of The Dog Nutritionist. This is my dog food review of Yora insect-based dry dog food. My notes are down here, so I will be occasionally looking down. I'm not getting distracted by emails or anything. Off the bat, what I'd like to say is I don't think this is a food you should be feeding your dog every single day. I know for many of you, you are highly conscious of sustainability, and honestly that can only be applauded, but there are many sustainable ways to feed your dog that will not sacrifice their long-term health. And I think that's exactly what this food will do, especially if it's the only thing that they're eating, if it's the total solution to your dog's diet, that would not be recommended. Dogs are mammals designed to eat a range of fresh foods. In human nutrition, we're fully aware of the dangers of eating processed food every single day. That's what Yora is. Despite being made from insects, it's still a long shelf life processed food. The potential for ill health, well, the connections from processed food to ill health are, you're more likely to get cancer, you're more likely to suffer from kidney and liver disease, arthritis, loss of mobility. Unfortunately, in veterinary nutrition, we don't have the data, the research studies to back up this very logical and rational claim, which is why you still have veterinarians selling processed foods to dogs. That would be like going into a hospital and seeing a fast food chain. It really is that backwards. So you as a dog owner need to just be very wary of this, that despite the great marketing, maybe the recommendations coming from vets, trainers, all angles, that really doesn't mean anything. Fresh, natural foods are the only way that you are going to ensure your dog's long-term health, or just at least getting more of those into your dog's diet. Bit of a ramble, I know. Also, by the way, if you are interested in that, after I do this review, I have done a whole dog nutrition video course here on YouTube, which is totally free. It comes with a free dog nutrition guide, so please do watch that if you are interested. I'll put a link to it at the end of this video. Okay, enough of the preamble. In Yora dry dog food, we have 40% insect. Of course, it's a sustainable food, and that's why they're not using meat, which is kind of commendable in a sense. But from my perspective, and I am a dog nutritionist, I've worked as a dog nutritionist for 6 years. I've worked with thousands of dogs creating natural diets, both for preventative healthcare reasons and as therapeutic diets. What I like to try and do is implement really natural diets, because your dog has evolved over millions of years, literally millions of years, to digest the way they're supposed to digest. If you try and manipulate that by, let's say, just feeding your dog insects, the likelihood of an issue occurring increases because it's not natural. And by continuously feeding something which is not natural, you stress their gastrointestinal tract, you stress their gut microbiome, which is the center of your dog's immune system. It will determine their health over the course of their life. So be very careful with this. There isn't any data on using insects on dogs long term, and that is certainly worth noting and bearing in mind. So 40% of this is insect, that's the protein, which is, insects are highly nutritious, but the majority of this insect, it comes from dried insect or insect meal, which is less nutritious and is the most highly processed form of ingredient. When you cook something down into a powder, that massively affects the nutritional profile of that ingredient. There's a decrease in the quality of the protein being offered. There's a decrease in water-soluble vitamins, fat-soluble vitamins. It massively decreases the nutrients that were once in the food. You only have 8% fresh insect in this food. That is a really low amount of fresh food. Even though it was fresh when it went in, it is not fresh now. It has been processed so it can last a long time unrefrigerated in a cupboard somewhere. And then 5.5 insect oil. So that's the insect within this food. The next ingredient, oh yeah, for those of you who don't know, on an ingredients label it goes from the most prevalent ingredient at the start to the least prevalent. It goes in descending order. 19%, then you have 19% oats, 19% potato and maize. That is a huge amount of carbohydrates for your dog to be consuming on a daily basis. Like I said earlier, you want to implement as much as you can a natural diet, and your dog will work more efficiently the more natural diet that you implement. The gut is the key to health, and if you're putting ingredients which are natural, that will affect the balance of their microbiome, their ability to deal with stressors, and massively increase their inflammatory response, which will just make them less healthy. Maize as well has been connected to allergies and intolerances by holistic veterinarians. It's just a low cost carbohydrate used to bulk up the food. Peas are the next thing, then brewer's yeast. Seaweed is 2%, linseed, tomato, pomace, minerals. So by this point, the ingredients are going to make up such a small proportion that they won't mean anything to your dog. Beetroot is 0.5%. Chicory pulp, pumpkin, carrot, glucosamine. Now we're looking at just basic marketing ingredients. They're not going to provide any functional benefit to your dog. It's a really, really bad food in my opinion. It's massively lacking in so many ingredients that a dog should be eating, and massively over-proportioned in ingredients dogs should not be eating. I know that the reason why most of you will have bought this food, and this might be a generalization, is that you want to implement a more sustainable diet, but there are way better ways to do it than just buying this food. Or you know, animal welfare is another reason, and that's really understandable, but you can create better vegetarian diets out of fresh foods that cost less than this and is really healthy. I mean, I don't recommend you only feed your dog vegetarian diets, but I know some of you will feel more strongly about it and just, you know, you don't want to go down any other route, and I massively disagree with you, but what can I do? And then you have this long list of additives, which is, it's down to the fact that the ingredients are so lacking that they've had to put so many additives in, which, yeah, not good. Analytical constituents, 23% protein, which is pretty low. Fat, 13%, fibers, 5%, ash, 5%. What this means is the carbohydrate content of this food is around 40%, which is enormous. That really is enormous, and it is not healthy for a dog to be consuming that many carbs. Like I said at the start, if you are interested in learning more about dog nutrition, fresh food, please take a look at my dog nutrition course. It's totally free. If you're looking to create a more sustainable diet, maybe a vegetarian diet, please get in touch. I can help you do so properly and in a safe manner. This, I do not believe, is a safe long-term option for your dog. It will not work to keep them healthy, and as much as I appreciate the reasons why you bought this food, it's not good. It's not good. Do not worry though, because implementing a proper diet can be the means of recovery from poor diet. So poor diet works to slowly degrade health. Quality diet works to be the daily medicine that you give your dog. Yeah, thanks for watching. For more videos, no.